Welcome back, everybody, to Forgotten Fates, a Dungeons & Dragons 3.5 edition campaign. We're currently in our third season's second week, our fifth hour. Our Dragonborn has just incinerated some level 1 Binky. Because apparently this town is full of level 1 Binkies, so we're about to run this motherfucker.
Unofficial guild business, no less.
Yeah.
Of the guild who we're just supposed to be working with.
I'm going to pick him up and I'm going to bring him back to the horse.
I gotta go back and talk to Grandpappy because I'm a motherfucking rock star to him.
You go and you pick up the charred halfling.
And I'm going to attempt to do a heal check on him.
You are certain that he is dead.
Oh, great. He's dead.
You don't sound so.
That's what happens when you incinerate things.
Ardo?
I can't believe you killed him.
I didn't think he was going to die.
I just wanted you to scare the shit out of him.
I didn't think he was going to die with one breath.
I didn't mean.
What kind of pansy was he? This town's full of pansies.
As a murderer.
I think he just called you a pansy, Ardo.
You're not entirely sure, Ardo, but you think you saw someone dart down an alley.
I'm jumping on the horse and we're leaving. Back out of town.
I'm not leaving. You're the one who incinerated him. He'll be looking for you.
Did his cloak at least survive?
Shut up! I heard something.
No,
Yes.
out of character. Did his cloak
Did
survive?
survive.
Then I'm throwing the cloak back over this little charred remains so that the remains are hidden.
Okay, so you see the cloak when you float it over.
A good cloak. I snatched the cloak up and
No!
You recognize the symbol on the cloak, Ardo. It's definitely a guild crest.
Whose guild crest? Do I know whose guild crest it is?
Well, there's a reason why it was folded up and put away.
Okay. I put it in my backpack.
So what am I supposed to do with this body? Can't we wrap it and then bring it out to the woods and like drop it and then you can have the cloak? So that we dispose of the body?
We'll do that.
I'm going to wrap the body back up and get on the horse.
You're wrapping the body up. You look and you just see somebody standing at the doorway watching this, and he just closes his door. You hear it lock.
So, Ardo, you're helping him bury the body now as an accomplice? Is that what you're saying?
Wait, was this doorway the area filled with fire?
No, he had got a little bit away from it. And I'm assuming you breathed it down the
road.
That's a good question. Thank you.
Half the bystanders on the road are also dead too.
Well, it wasn't that many people out, but there is one thing about this, Brett. There's fire involved. And what happens when structures contact fire? Especially if they have thatched roofs. I had forgotten entirely about this scenario.
Hold on a
Same
second.
team.
You do notice, by the way, Vox, that one of the roofs is starting to catch.
Come on, let's get this body to the forest.
Oh.
They'll be too busy putting out that fire to wonder what happened or who died.
We could throw the body in there and say it burned to the ground with the house.
That's a good idea. We'll do that.
You've done this before, haven't you?
Quickly.
I don't know why I was in jail.
There's a window. There's a window on this side of the house in the alley here where you could put the body.
And this is the house that's on fire, right?
Yes, this is the house that's on fire.
Throw in that thing right through the window.
You throw the body through the window and have time to see the multiple bunk beds with the children sleeping.
Wow.
Luckily, they weren't woken by you throwing the body through the window.
I look back at Ardo,
Okay.
rubbing my temples, and I'm like,
let these
there's children in there.
Throw the body in there.
I'll go.
Go
I can
knock
take
on
the
the
fire.
door and tell them there's a fire.
Do I break down the door because
I'll
the
do
door's
it.
locked?
A dragon goes to the door and says, "There's a fire."
I'll do it.
Fire.
I'll do it. You stay
Fine.
here.
I'm disappearing.
See you.
Jump on the horse. I'm off.
Okay. I go around to the front door
Oh hell!
and
Alright.
start banging on it wildly.
You start banging on the door. This rather plump elderly woman opens the door. What is it? How did you get out?
There's a fire. There's a fire. Your house is on fire.
A likely story. Get in there. Get in bed.
Look, woman, this goddamn house is on fire.
Did she try to grab him by the ear or something?
Yeah, she's reaching for your ear.
I'm dodging. I'm a halfling, damn it. And slap her hand. There's a fire. Your house is on fire.
It's on fire. She runs out.
Quickly, get everybody out of the house.
You notice the sign orphanage.
I was gonna say it's probably an orphanage.
She runs. Got to tell the guard.
What about the kids?
Oh, they'll be fine.
Think of the children.
What?
Would somebody please think of the children?
Fine, I'll get them out. I'll go into the orphanage while she runs off, I guess.
You see the fire is definitely spreading very quickly. This is apparently the most flammable building in town, being an orphanage.
How convenient.
I start making a lot of noise. What do I see? What do I see? Is there like some pots and pans or something nearby?
Yes, there's some pots and pans with holes
Okay,
in.
I grab one and I grab a spoon. Is there a spoon?
Yes.
Okay, I start banging the inside of the pot and pan. Everybody get out! Everybody get out!
You
There's
run
a
down the
fire!
hall. You
The building's on fire!
you see down the hall that all the doors have bars on them.
Oh
that they
my
don't lock.
god! What the fuck?
You sure this was accounted not the
What
actual
kind of house is this? There's no-
a torture house?
The orphanage prison.
You hear the children
God.
start to make noise.
I go to the first door that's closed and start to try to pry the lock.
It's definitely locked.
I picked the lock.
There's a lot of smoke, but you managed to get the lock picked.
Okay, I go to the next. No, I open the door and tell the kids to get out.
Some of the kids start streaming out, coughing. You're
I go to the
still
next door.
okay. Yeah, you try the lock on that. You break one of your picks. It's jammed inside.
I move on to the next door.
All right, you get this one open too.
Okay, I open the door and wake up the kids.
All right, the kids are waking up. They're like, "What? Fire!" And they start running out of the building.
Okay, and I go to the next
All right,
door.
All right, you got two more doors here, and that one that's jammed over there.
Okay, I know.
All right, you get this one
Back here.
open. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You're yelling.
Okay, I open the door and I wake up the kids.
You get the kids out of here. The kids run. Oh.
Okay, the next door.
You get you the next door. You get that one too, Ardo. You pick the door.
Okay.
All the kids run out screaming, and then you hear another one beating on that other door that's locked. Help!
So that's all
Help!
the doors other than that one.
Yeah. You got that
Okay,
one
I
door.
go over to that one and I start trying to ram the door.
All right, you slam into the door, and you get the
These doors
door
can't be that sturdy.
open.
Okay, and I
You
then
see
what?
two kids come running out of that door, and you look, and it's full of cribs.
Okay,
Count at least 10 babies in this room.
how big
And
are
the
the
smoke
cribs?
is starting to get. It's pretty
Cribs.
bad, man. The
Okay,
cribs
I
are-
get out some rope and I start tying the cribs together. I tie the cribs together. Come on.
All right. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, two and one more set check. You got them. You tied the cribs together.
Okay,
right?
I start to pull the cribs out of the house and out of the room.
Okay.
I pull them outside the orphanage.
This is something else. I gotta check this.
You know, a crib is not like a cradle, right? It's like
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
Orphanage, and where are they?
All right. So you manage to get the first one through the hole in the door. When you get to the second one, it's jammed.
Okay, well, I go back and readjust it and fix it to where it'll come out.
And the third one jams.
Okay, and I'll fix that one.
You see a flaming beam fall in one of the rooms beside you.
Ah! Anyway, I gotta keep getting these kids. The next one. God, there's 10? Jesus Christ, how did I carry?
You pull through. You're on the last crib, Ardo. You've got them all in the flaming hallway.
Okay.
And this one, when it comes through, it jams and it's stuck.
Well, I take the baby out of the crib and I put it in the crib with another baby.
Okay.
And then I cut off that part of the rope, and then I pull the rest of them out of the door or out of the house.
Yes, you managed to save the children. You see the old lady comes running back, and she starts grabbing the rope and pulling the cribs with you. And the guards come over there. Yay! The orphanage matron saved the children.
I would be a
Fucking
footnote.
Sragg, I swear.
The orphanage is slowly burning to the ground now. It seems the fire slowed down a little bit more.
I love the comment in Twitch. Well, Arno's trying his best to save their lives. Fox is outside watching.
Admiring his
so
handiwork.
fast.
I think I said I jumped on the horse and left.
Yes.
I just thought it was funny.
In a moment, but,
That's
I
true.
burnt that
Yeah,
place to the ground. I'm leaving.
so
he's chaotic evil.
Chaotic evil.
Why does this keep happening?
Have you satiated your hunger for baby lives yet?
the orphanage matron turns to you, Ardo. She says, "Thank you for warning us and saving the children. Would you like some of them?"
Would you like some of them?
Just the dragon hungry.
The Vox would. The Vox probably would. That one looks crispy. Some baby
I'm
vacuums.
afraid I have all the kids
No.
I can handle right
No.
now.
Okay. Well,
But
I
here-
have to try.
Here is a couple of coins to get your next orphanage built. And I give her one of my sacks of rubies.
Oh shit. Okay. She takes the bag. Oh, okay.
That'll be enough to set up a maximum security orphanage.
As long as you promise not to put bars on the doors. Jesus, woman. What's wrong with you?
It keeps them in bed. They're very naughty children.
It also lets them fry alive. You're lucky I'm as skilled as I am, or they might have all died.
Why didn't you use the key hanging beside the doors?
What? I wanted you to raise an army of child thieves. So you should have taken the kids.
You should have used the key.
I didn't see it. I didn't have time to look for it.
Well, it was kind of higher up there. It's okay. I understand.
It was childproof.
I walk off
So-
probably to myself.
Let's cut away from that and go back to Dermot and Andara.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Why did I
Who?
like we're just walking back and we just see like Fox on his horse just fly by, and then we see the glow of the fire in the distance.
Yes, exactly what you see.
No.
Yes,
Yeah.
you see the horse and Fox riding, and you see the orphanage flaming in the background. You both know because you've been in this town many times. That is most definitely a flaming orphanage, and that's a dragon riding away.
In prison for no reason, eh?
I didn't say. Well, maybe I said it, but I said it wasn't entirely possible that he wasn't there for no reason.
Do you believe me now?
Well, it's certainly leading that way.
Is that the orphanage? Not that I would know that.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, do I? Is that the orphanage?
Well, I hope our baby's not in there.
I suppose his hunger for hobgoblins wasn't satisfied. Now he's after babies for snacks.
Oh, I really hope we don't have to go and find homes for all of them. One was enough trouble.
What a night!
Was enough trouble.
We're still not even done.
What else could go wrong tonight?
Oh,
Funny that you say that.
ask.
I quickened my step to head that direction, I guess. To help.
Did you stop, Vox, or did you just keep going?
Sure, I'll stop.
All right, so when you see them, you know them.
I picked.
So
Like,
you
just
see-
drive by and it would be just me, Dermot, and Darren just kind of heads.
Yeah! Yeah, just watching him ride by.
As he gets by, like I would go like,
Yeah, like, see ya.
Oh, I'll just heal. Stop. Ride back to him.
oh, double E heal. Gotcha.
So
So,
what do you do?
how's your night going there, Vox?
I hate the random number generator.
What have you done, you monster?
Kill the thief that was robbing from that building?
And set it ablaze?
No, it kind of caught fire afterwards.
Right. Like I'm gonna believe that.
Because, like, I really wanted to.
Guards!
Isn't a drow not believing another species kind of the pot calling the kettle black?
A dragon who was in the prison that you helped escape? Now there's a town on fire? I was giving him the benefit of the doubt.
Where I was being tortured by a mad drow woman?
Well, I mean, that's debatable.
No,
I don't
that's
know that
not
that
debatable.
actually happened.
That did happen.
Listen, you don't have to talk. You have nothing to say to me.
By that logic, you don't actually know that he was even in jail.
You told me he was.
Exactly.
Well, I changed my mind then.
The both of you deserve each other, and I just continue on looking for someone to help put out the fire.
Okay.
I'm heading toward Vox. Perhaps you should go to the inn and lay low for a bit, and I wouldn't let anybody know that you breathe fire. Ever.
For me.
Wait, Andara, as I catch up to her as she's heading towards.
I'm putting on the invisibility cloak and I'm going that way.
Y'all are heading towards the direction of the fire. You see just all of a sudden water firing up into the sky. Suddenly there's lots of steam and the smoke is gone. As you're coming up down the street, you see one guy putting something back on his belt, closing his cloak, and walking back towards the manor.
Who is that? I say to Andara.
What?
Who
Sorry,
is that?
out of character. Who is that? What? I missed the description.
One guy came out. There was water being fired out of something small that put out the fire. It was kept, put back on his belt, and he walked back away.
Okay. That's funny.
This all happened on your way there. So you
Did I
see-
recognize this figure at all?
It was too far away to be sure.
Okay. I don't know, but thank goodness for whoever that or whatever that was.
Can we gauge height?
It was about man-sized.
Tall or short?
I Average.
Okay.
Must be someone who's had experience with this kind of thing.
Well, I guess they won't be needing us. Perhaps we should try to find Ardo and well, I guess we gotta find that rod. It's before it ends up halfway around the world.
Exactly. I'm glad you're finally on the same page as me. Time is of the essence.
You wouldn't have even known that if it hadn't thought to go to the Thieves Guild.
Wouldn't have known what?
That it's heading halfway possibly around the world.
Well, not obviously at that particular moment, but I was going to try at least.
Let's, so that's yeah, so I guess we kind of, we're dashing towards the inn, and then we kind of just slow down as this water starts putting it out, and then we just kind of stop, do the boat and start heading back towards the inn.
Okay.
This town, shake my head.
No, you saw this running. I don't know.
Oh, I'm sure you can bear it for a little longer.
Oh, you're so funny. You've been working on that one all night. Okay, so we head back to the inn.
Yep.
All right. Well, you'll make it back. Ardo, which way did you go after that?
I was coming, I guess, towards the inn, grumbling.
Coming towards it. All right.
Bars on the windows. Who puts bars on a window?
As we're in the inn, like, Andara, we should probably wait for, well, we know where Kel is. Where did you go in the inn, Vox?
Oh, I went to my room.
Okay.
And I'm still sitting there under the invisibility cloak.
Andara, we can assume that Vox is up in his room. We just have to find Ardo now.
I don't care where that dragon is.
Okay. Do we care where Ardo is?
Yes, we should probably find Ardo.
What was that about invisibility cloak?
He's hiding under it.
It doesn't last that long. It's just it's a.
Yes, but he doesn't know that.
So he's just hiding under a blanket.
Yep. Okay. Fair enough.
You can't see me. You're right there.
No, I'm not.
It's the cloak invisible.
And almost as by cue, Ardo comes barging in the front door.
Yep. It's yelling about a woman putting bars on windows. And
I'm sure he's like covered in soot. He's got like the dark, smoke marks under his nostrils.
yeah, it looks like he was just roasted.
Wouldn't the invocation protect him?
From your fire?
That's not exactly how it reads, sir. You might want to reread
It
that.
reads that it's immune to your fire and that he won't be harmed by it. That doesn't mean he's not going to get covered in soot and look like he was in the middle of a fire pit.
Yeah.
Does it?
Oh, that's a good point.
I mean, he was roasted over coals. It may not have hurt.
The only thing it states is when you touch a target, you grant the creature or yourself the ability to withstand hot or cold elements.
Right.
There we go.
Fine, he's just filthy.
Dirt. Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, so Ardo,
It looks like he was
Not
barbecued.
my soot. It's the wood.
pull your mic down there, Ardo.
Sorry. I'm eating.
So, see, you had an eventful evening.
Oh yeah, eventful for sure.
So, did you find the kid?
Oh, I found a lot of kids.
Oh, so you took
But
care of
not
your sick.
Not the one we were looking for.
Well, we may need to put a pin in that and come back to it a little bit later.
What? The kid's in danger.
Well, it turns out that the rod with the inhabitants of that town is in more danger and could end up being sold across the world before we know it. We've got to go to Waterdeep.
Again?
For the first time, actually.
I
You gotta go there again for the first time.
All right.
You know, apparently though, like the same kind of people that have been taking, that probably took the kids, have been taking have been taking people from Waterdeep also, according to our information and based on what the dwarf told us in the jail.
Maybe we'll
Yes,
find
the Order of the Worm. Is that what they were called?
Cult.
The Cult of the Worm. No doubt that dragon's in cahoots with them.
I doubt it. You need to lay up off that dragon.
He just incinerated an orphanage.
It was an accident. I was there.
I'm looking at you all covered in soot. Right.
Ardo, what exactly are the circumstances around an accidental orphanage burning?
Well,
Or an orphanage burning by accident. How does that
I was
work?
looking for somebody who might have some information on that kid getting kidnapped. And I spotted a thief going into a window. And I followed him. And then one thing led to another, and he assaulted me, and then, well, Vox blasted him with some fire. The orphanage was nearby.
Right, because that
Nobody
makes a
got
lot of
hurt.
sense for him to do.
So the guy that got blasted is okay?
Sure.
Right.
Well, that's good, because, you know, we wouldn't want to be killing anybody.
Well, not purposefully, no.
No, that would
Never
be bad.
that.
Yeah.
So you incinerated a thief.
I didn't
Well,
incinerate anybody.
He didn't kill him. He said he didn't kill him.
He's still around here somewhere.
So did you find out any good information from him?
No, he wouldn't talk, that bastard.
Interesting.
Lungs too full of fire.
I didn't say that.
Right. So the dragon man was breathing fire for no reason around the orphanage.
Yeah.
Well, no, he was breathing fire to intimidate the guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sure he's intimidated.
That's what happened. He still wouldn't tell us nothing, though.
Right.
That's most unfortunate. See, I told you it was a reasonable explanation, Andara.
Oh yeah, it's quite reasonable to go around incinerating people. I don't know what I was thinking.
I think you're thinking your armor's too pretty to get dirty.
What does this have to do with my
That's what I was
armor?
thinking.
This has nothing to do with it. You're misdirecting this
Distracted ever
entire
since you got that armor. Take it
discussion.
off.
You're not telling me if somebody was threatening to kill everybody in that staff, you wouldn't do everything in your power to stop them.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Well, Ardo was trying to do it in his way.
Yes, but by killing others, it doesn't justify the means.
He didn't say he killed anybody.
Oh, this from the lady who went on a blood throw and killed a whole slew of goblins. They could have used their help.
Oh, because they weren't hunting us down previously.
They weren't. They were just passing by.
All right.
You killed them all.
Indeed.
We didn't ask any questions. We went right along with you and killed them too. So I just need a little support.
Your arguments are really confusing.
I just need a little
You don't make
support.
any sense.
Neither do you.
Well, I'm sure you make a lot of sense from other people's pockets, but that's a completely different matter.
Donna.
So can we at least agree we need to go to Waterdeep?
I can agree on that.
We taking the dragon with us.
Why not?
I'm not traveling with that dragon.
Well, you don't have to. You can travel outside the cart.
I mean, it's going to be helpful to have somebody that,
Your own cart. Yeah. You
to
can
help
do what
us
you want.
intimidate.
You don't even have a horse to pull the cart.
Oh,
Hands
You
on
went
my
there.
hips.
Listen, you got.
That's what this is really about. This
Oh,
is
now you're
about those
now you're
people.
concerned about helping the people.
You want
10
your
minutes
horse
ago,
back.
you thought they were fine. Oh, they're in the rod. They're fine. Let's chase after children on the street.
He got kidnapped.
Oh, add a character question real quick. Since this conversation's getting from like quiet to a little louder, am I starting to hear any of this yet?
I would say that'd be a pretty hefty check, but I'll let you roll a d20 just to see.
Cool.
Oh, shoot.
Sounds probably mixed up with the rest of the
25.
tavern.
DC 25 now. Make up my
Yeah,
mind what I'm
I
rolling.
told you it's hard. It's a DC 25. Roll your d20.
Oh,
Your
shoot.
listen check's a 7, right?
Nah, I don't hear nothing.
Okay. You're at the end of the hall. It's a pretty far away.
Oh, how?
But I wanted to give you a chance. There was a 3% there. I don't know.
Well, thank
Could
you.
happen. There was a chance.
Continue on with your argument.
Well, I think
Oh.
he's going to come just because he's supposed to show me where he got that ale, that dwarven stout from. He's also supposed to be this grand merchant, and according to information, the guy that has the rod is a merchant.
Right. And they're all associated with the Order of the Worm, a dragon cult. And there's a dragon merchant all of a sudden conveniently in town, heading back to Waterdeep. How
Right.
convenient!
I'm not entirely sure that they're connected that way. I think the dragon cult is something else. Finding the dragon cult is to help Ardo's problem of the missing child. Finding the guy in the merchant at the dock is to help fix your problem, which is the rod.
Seems all too
Which,
conveniently.
as I've stated before,
I don't think that's all her
Coincidental
problem. I
to
think she
me.
needs the rod.
As I've stated before, I think the rod might be shoved too far up your arse.
Well, definitely not your rod.
Oh, that will never happen.
No, it'll only be the tip, if anything.
You wish.
Well, that's all you can
It's
get
because
up.
it's
That.
all the tip.
I bet if I shoved a piece of coal up there, all would come out was a diamond.
Yeah, you'd stick your hand up there to get it, wouldn't you?
Right?
You definitely would.
You wouldn't feel it though.
Because your hands are so tiny, little man?
I just bust out laughing.
That's
I
great.
fall on the floor laughing.
Maybe you should go back to the orphanage and hang out with the kids where you belong.
I'm still laughing.
You got that all out of your system there, Andara. Can we go and actually save some people?
As long as we're not involved with that dragon, I have no problem.
Well, you stay here. We'll go do the work of saving people. Wouldn't want to get your new armor dirty.
My armor's been dirty more than many times, or more than I can even count, sorry. I was reading something and distracted. You know, if you think my armor's that important, then why did I leave my last set behind?
Not
So
even
we could
sure.
kill goblins?
Goblins? You're equating? Are you calling goblins equal to us? You're saying you're equal to a goblin?
They're sentient species.
I do.
So
recall
you are equal to a goblin.
a number of years ago.
I
there
would say so.
Finally, I agree with something with you, or on a matter with you. You are indeed equal to a goblin.
A number of years ago, I probably wouldn't have considered a drow equal.
Someone's a racist bigot.
Goblins
And it's not
are a
me.
completely different matter.
How are they different?
They're filthy. They're stupid. They're untrustworthy. That's just the beginning of the list.
So are drow.
Hey, I'm pretty sure I can find a history book in the Dwarf that describes drow exactly the same way.
And reversed to dwarves as well.
So maybe this tells you that you should get over it.
Get over the dragon incinerating an orphanage?
You didn't incinerate it on purpose?
Some strange dragon man you just met who was in prison. You expect me to trust.
He's never done anything that I would question.
Right.
Well, Ardo, we can, let's, oh, screw it. Let's take the dragon and let's go to Waterdeep. We don't have time for this.
Hey, guys. What's going on?
Hey,
Find that
Kel,
rod?
No, your girlfriend's got it so far shoved up her arse, she can't figure out how to go get it properly.
My girlfriend? I don't have a girlfriend.
Andara.
Oh.
I don't have time for this, you bunch of ignoramuses, and I go back up to my room.
What's wrong with you guys? What's going on?
Just pushes past you, I suppose, heading up.
And a dragon incinerated an orphanage, the dragon that they know, and they're trying to pretend like it never happened.
What?
He's making conclusions that she shouldn't be.
He basically admitted to it.
I thought you were going to your room.
I am. Goodbye.
Go! Get out of
Saying
here!
this as she's walking away.
What do you mean the dragon incinerated an orphanage? Hold on. What are you
He
talking
accidentally caught an orphanage on fire.
accidentally caught the orphanage on fire?
He was attempting to interrogate somebody who had information for the kidnapped child.
By burning the orphanage to the ground?
He didn't do it on purpose.
That wasn't the main goal, it was a side effect.
I saved. Nobody got killed.
Ardo went and rescued all the children, gave them...
So everyone's okay?
Yes, everyone's okay. In fact, I gave them enough money to build a orphanage 10 times over.
They
Why
didn't
would
even
you trust that dragon?
Why wouldn't
What
I?
he was in there for? You haven't even told me. You
Because we don't know. Because your crazy grandparents just kidnap people and put them in dungeons.
I don't have a grandfather. Why do you say grandparents? What are you talking about?
Well, your grandmother, whatever she is, that she winch.
Hold your tongue. She's a wonderful lady.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah.
I suppose she does seem wonderful to me too. If I never got put in a dungeon.
I'm pretty sure all the nice old ladies invent weapons to destroy their dwarven prisoners.
You don't have any proof.
You were there in front of me when she
You're
came
in such
up.
denial.
You guys were breaking out of the prison. What'd you expect from her? She's doing
We were put in there
Justly?
justly.
Despite
Thank you.
unjustly, you were in there.
Despite unjustly, we just look past unjustly now. What kind of people are we?
You're a rogue. You should know all about. What do you care about justice?
I never kill people or maim them.
Well, you almost did tonight, burning down an orphanage.
Well, that was an accident. And I saved them all myself. Myself! I didn't
What do
see
you
you.
mean?
What were you doing?
He burned down the orphanage and he didn't even help you?
Eating tea and crumpets with your grandmother.
I was busy.
I imagine. Busy doing rich boy things.
I didn't know you were burning down orphanages.
Rich boy!
I didn't know you were burning down orphanages. And if you did, why wouldn't sign up to help you with that?
Well, we didn't. That's not what we were doing.
Yeah, sure.
He's turning an accident into
what
something
happened
crazy.
to this man you needed protected from? What happened to him?
Nothing. He's left. He's not here.
Oh, he got out of the orphanage? He was fine?
Yeah, he was fine.
Well, why don't you have him? You took your time to say, what was the dragon doing?
He left. The dragon was just intimidating.
I'm pretty sure if I was in the Dragons, I would have ran too. It seems to be this town's full of bigots and racists.
Okay,
And racist.
out of character for a sec here. I wasn't being a bigot based on specifically on his race. There was a previous interaction with me and the Smith where he's like, "Oh, I guess I won't kill him after all." And he just blurted out. So I'm drawing from that. Y'all are like, "You're a racist," just so you know.
But you didn't explain that to us. So
I know. I'm just saying. Just so we're clear, if anyone thinks that I'm some kind of racist or something.
you're a racist.
You're racist against dragon people.
You're racist against dragon people.
I'm not drawing. I'm drawing it from that, so you know.
Yeah, but that's exactly what Dermot thinks. Is that
Yeah.
you're totally, and that's why he's so confused. Because
I'm judging on his character,
Yeah,
not on his
I've
race. And
been-
people keep bringing race into it, and I'm like, what the hell?
I've been with Vox through the whole journey, so you know, I'm just like, he's just a dragon guy.
Yeah, you
If
just
that whole
said-
interaction wouldn't have happened, I would have had a little more open mind about the situation.
Where were we?
Sorry, I'm just
But I
so we're
do
clear
know
on
that-
this because
I do know that Kel is a rich boy.
it's making me uncomfortable. This whole
Rich
race.
grandma's boy?
Has nothing to do with this. I don't have any money. I don't want to
Sure.
be taking the claim.
Sure. And I start pointing at your clothes. Who wears clothes like those but rich people?
It's not my fault. I didn't have anything to do with it. It wasn't my choice.
Mm-hmm.
I want nothing to do with it. Why do you think I'm trying to get out of this goddamn town? You try and burn it to the ground? We trying to burn my home to the ground?
I'm not trying to burn anything. I didn't burn nothing.
You
It was
defend
an
that
accident.
murderer?
I saved all those people, and I'm building them a new orphanage. What are you doing?
You know what? And
You're
I have
sleeping
no
and
problem-
whoring around. I heard.
You don't know nothing what you're talking about.
Ardo's on a tear tonight. Just
You know
insulting everybody.
I can't believe
Except the
I
dragon.
have no problem with you, Ardo. But you're defending that dragon murderer?
He doesn't do nothing. He's innocent.
He burned a house to the ground.
It was an accident.
Yeah, I'm sure it was, and he was in prison for no apparent reason.
He was in
He
prison for no
accidentally burned a
reason.
few houses to the ground.
They didn't tell none of us anything. They just kept us there.
I don't believe you for a second. You haven't proved
Yeah,
anything.
Whatever. I'm going to my room. I don't need to listen to any more of this mess. I go
You're
up
right.
to-
I didn't kill anyone.
You see Vox coming downstairs now.
Well, hey,
Well,
Bob.
Coming to burn
Go-
the tavern to the
Go
ground now?
ahead and say it. Let me hear the rest of it since the whole friggin' town heard it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
got-
Are you trying to
you-
hide out in
No,
here?
no, I want to hear it from you. You weren't even there, sir. You were up doing your other thing after the freaking bear.
What are you
turned around
talking
getting-
about? No one knows
You
what I
ran
was
up
doing.
there.
Yeah, I was
You weren't
upstairs.
there. You weren't there to see Ardo be attacked.
You know what?
And
You're
you
right.
know
I
what?
wasn't there to see.
It's all fun and
Ardo
games
being
for someone
attacked.
else being
That's
attacked.
right.
But
I
when
have to
someone jumps in
trust-
to defend him,
I
and
have to trust Ardo, and what he's saying is the truth when he steals from people. Yes, he's very trustworthy. You defended him and burned a house to the ground.
when have you ever done anything else that has not had a secondary effect that you didn't expect?
You don't know me. Don't talk to me as if
I'm
you
not
know.
trying to talk with you
Listen
on
here,
all any
dragon.
of that stuff.
I'm pretty sure I can name one, such as escaping with people that he called his friends and then having us all arrested when we got back.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you talking about? I haven't turned you in at all.
You sure didn't come to our rescue.
The only reason we got arrested.
What do you mean I didn't come to your rescue? You guys were going to rot in there forever.
The only reason we were in there is because
How did you know that?
we decided to associate with you.
You're in
Very-
jail.
Your fault. We got arrested.
It is
My
your
fault
fault.
you got arrested.
We got arrested simply by association with you.
You guys are mad. I don't even know why I'm dealing with you.
We are mad. I'm damn pissed off.
Are you pissed
And
off?
I hit the
Burning
pinch of the
kids'
table
homes
because
to
I
the
can't reach the table.
Come down, try and see what's going on. You guys tell me you burned a house.
Go down and see what's going on. You broke us out of jail. Why'd you break us out? Why'd you break us out if you knew we were in there appropriately?
What are you talking about?
You're saying we all deserve to be in there.
I didn't say that at all.
Well, then why were we in there?
I'm
How
saying
come-
you don't know why he was in there, and I point at the dragon.
Well, he's
And
never
I
done
still
anything to
don't
make
know
me.
why I was in there.
I'm pretty sure nobody in that jail knows why they're in there.
What are you
Which
talking
comes-
about?
What do you mean? What are we talking about?
You
Nobody
don't-
told us anything while we were in there.
He doesn't know why we're in there. Everybody we talk to in there doesn't know why they're in there.
Oh, I'm sure they're all
Your
innocent.
family's just locking people up and putting them in that prison.
What are you talking about? There's no.
What do you mean? What are we?
Up.
We're talking about what we've been talking about for the past 30 minutes.
Nobody just locks people up for no reason.
Well, I can tell
Well-
you this.
Well,
This
nobody
is
told us
all-
what we were locked in for.
You knew what you were locked in there for.
For what?
They thought you kidnapped me.
Oh,
They never told us that.
they never told us that.
It's nice
What
to
do you
know
mean they
why.
didn't tell you?
Isn't it nice to know
Shut up,
that
murderer!
they know? I
I
didn't
know what
murder
you're talking
anyone.
about.
Who did he murder?
Yeah,
Who did he
I
murder?
murder?
Don't trust him. He burned a house to the ground.
On accident.
Yeah, on accident.
It was an accident. I was there.
Yeah, you defended you from this man that.
You keep changing the subject. Back to why we were in prison.
Where is this
Why
man?
were we in the prison?
I just
He's
told you.
gone. He's part of the Halfling Guild. He left.
What do you mean he's part of the Halfling Guild?
It's all the insignia on his cape.
You know, the
one
secret society that actually
the one
runs this town.
You mean the one that, and I just kind of like hold it up. This one?
Yeah. You recognize that as a cape belonging to a member of the Thieves Guild, sized for a halfling.
We grabbed
Worn by
his
a
cape
dragon
before he
man.
left.
Worn by a dragon.
Is it slightly singed?
Yep.
What are you doing
This
with that?
cloak? This
I
was
grabbed
worn
it.
by the person who tried to kill Ardo.
He tried to kill
And
me.
that I
Anyway,
turned around and defended on
he
him.
scared him
And
off
I'm
with
the
his
murderer.
fire, and he accidentally caught the building on fire.
You think
So
that
you
might
just, you
be
just
what?
admitted to incinerating that rogue, basically. Okay.
No,
I did not incinerate him. I just slightly singed him.
Oh,
You think better.
and you
of it
got
in
his
the
cloak.
future.
I'm not there arguing this, but I'm just.
yeah, be quiet.
I've got a question though. Isn't that the same story that he gave me when when I was with Dermot and he met up with us on the road?
No,
Okay.
doesn't seem to be
I don't
matching up to
think-
me.
I don't think I gave him much of a story. I just said that the
You said-
orphanage caught on fire after I breathed fire on someone, and it just happened to catch the other thing.
So
on
you
fire.
breathe
You
fire. on him.
you told them originally that you had killed him.
Yeah.
Do you remember doing that? Because we can go back to video. You said I
That's
killed him.
fine. If we went back there, then I guess I'll restate my.
I was like, why did you tell him you killed him? Why would you tell them that? And that's what she called the guard. Remember?
hmm
Hey, honestly, I don't think that should even be pointed out since this person's not even there to have this
Where were we?
conversation.
Well, she can
Moving forward,
hear you.
I can't hear what's going on, by the way, right now.
so that's great
Well,
that she can hear us, but she
out of
can't
character
contribute into it.
That's okay.
No.
I haven't taken any of that into account.
Right then, I come downstairs.
I haven't taken any of that into account yet. So
No, exactly. Yeah, I know. But I'm still going to come downstairs anyway.
Okay.
Fine. Yes. He attacked Ardo, tried to kill him, and I might have killed him instead. Protecting Ardo.
I didn't even say anything. I just came downstairs at that point.
Why was he in the orphanage?
Because
We weren't
the
in
guy
the
was
orphanage.
breaking into something.
Another house.
Ardo turned around and said,
You
"There's
weren't
something
in the
over here."
orphanage? Hold on. You weren't in the orphanage, but somehow
No.
you burned the orphanage.
We
to the
were
ground.
behind the orphanage in front of another house waiting for the halfling to come.
You know, 1 minute I chime in. 1 minute you're saying you killed him. The next minute you're saying you didn't kill him. Now you're saying you killed.
supposed to
How
be
am I
a bad-
supposed to trust this dragon to come with us?
I think you're
It's got
racist.
nothing to do with his race. It's got to do with the confidence of his character, or the confidence of his
Like
character.
what? What? Point out something he's done that calls
He
into question his character.
Earlier today, he threatened to kill the blacksmith. Basically, when I was
How
there.
so?
He said,
I-
"Oh, I guess I
Kill
won't
the
kill him for some reason, or I don't think we should kill him for no reason."
Well, maybe he was talking to himself.
Oh, maybe, Ardo, maybe.
That's one thing.
You just said
happened?
name one thing. What are you talking about?
Well, I didn't say I'd take it into account. I just
Oh.
said name something. What happened, Vox?
So you're willing to implicitly trust this random
What's
dragon
on with this?
instead of the rest of your party members that you've been journeying with this
All I
entire
know
time?
is somebody's became pretty preachy ever since we got back from the Underdark.
You're the one who sounds preachy to me.
I'm not preachy.
You're the one who started bringing
Don't
the
call
argument,
me preachy.
You're a sword.
outright insulting me.
Just the other corner of your eye, Lars over there. This totally makes up for the whole day. Pours himself another thing out of the keg. No, please continue.
I just wanted to get here, sell my wares, find out if there was anything odd going on, and leave.
A competent, trustworthy dragon wouldn't go around willy-nilly breathing fire in a town. He would know better.
Well, and also a true friend would turn around and protect their friends when they're attacked.
But not by incinerating a village.
Well, considering I wasn't near him and the guy was getting ready to attack Ardo, I did what I could from where I was at.
You know,
It'd be the same thing if you had a crossbow and fired a crossbow and accidentally missed a target and killed someone behind them.
it's hard for me to believe what you're saying when you're not being forthcoming with everything you're presenting to us.
Well, what else do you want to know of me?
You're constantly twisting the story left and right in every direction.
I'm not constantly twisting anything.
Well, 5 minutes ago, you were saying you didn't kill anybody, and now you're saying you did kill somebody. Which is it? Which truth are you telling us? Exactly.
You know, I haven't been breathing fire for long. You know, I didn't pick this lifestyle, but I was chosen for this lifestyle.
It's funny how you get to use that argument and I don't.
Nice.
Did I ever state anything of this argument? I didn't say anything of that, so don't put the words in my mouth. The only thing I
I don't
pointed
hear
out was
Ardo
that
jumping down your throat for that.
you know,
Be quiet.
how can
Leave him alone.
How can I turn around and that's like the same thing you being held responsible for Laura saying something.
Why?
You know, I wasn't chosen for this. I'm new at this, and this is what I've been put into calling for. I came here to see if there was any cultists running about. And I used the guise of merchant to get me to places that I normally would not be able to get to. But apparently this town, and I just the whole area, is just retarded.
Well, usually people don't like their houses being burned down.
Well, typically people don't turn around.
Like, here.
It was an orphanage, and everybody's okay.
And typically when you come through a portal, you're not immediately stepping 1 foot out and being arrested.
By Drow.
And then,
You know what?
Then when it comes for a reason of why
they
that
don't
you're supposed to be
arrest-
thrown in jail, you can't even be told the reason behind it.
Maybe it's because you burn houses to the ground.
How
I don't
can
know.
I burn a house down when I just stepped a foot into it?
Oh, let's answer this then. If you would have left jail, would the orphanage still be intact?
Let me ask you this one. Why am I talking to you?
Ooh.
Doesn't answer the
Good question.
Back to you, sir, since you seem to have more sense than others in here. How
I just put my hands on my hips.
Room. How can I have burned down anything or even been put into this situation if I was immediately one step out to sell wares to find out if there's any ongoing weird things going on here, which there is, and immediately arrested and thrown in jail for no reason. And then being promised to be tortured for no reason.
I have no idea. I do not handle the justice here.
Well,
No,
I
not?
have no idea why.
I
You're not even
understand that.
speaking right.
I
I'm air
understand
quoting
that.
justice.
I understand that. But I'm held to prejudice over this whole thing because I was in jail for a reason that I don't even know of. It'd be like the same thing if you walking into a different town and you be immediately thrown into jail. So does that mean
Probably.
Dermot, do you have anything to say about all this?
Because does that mean at this point, if you were thrown into jail, that, oh no, yeah, I'm going to be prejudiced against you because you were in jail for that one thing, even though you didn't do anything wrong?
I don't know why you were put in jail.
Well, I don't either. So why does it me being in jail supposed to be a big thing? When I
Because I
can
don't
tell
know
you that this is where it went from one step to the next.
But,
And
but
I
a word from
don't know me on it, but I'm trying to state my piece here. If I was really going to be a fire-breathing dragon and just burninate everything, why wouldn't I just...
You did. If you would have been still in jail, the orphanage would not have been burned down. So clearly their actions were justified.
So
But you can't take
why
the word
don't I
of
just turn around
both
and
of
burn
yours?
down the rest of the town then, because
But-
that's what I want to do because I'm a bloodthirsty fire-breathing dragon.
You can't take the word of both of your other companions that he's an okay guy?
You barely know him.
But
keep
we still
asking
vouch
you
for
over-
him.
I ask you over and over, Ardo, why do you trust him implicitly? And all you've told me is nothing.
I don't trust him implicitly.
Then you
I
insulted
trust him
me.
just enough.
Yeah, you insulted me too.
I don't trust him implicitly. I trust him by the actions I've seen as far as I've
And then,
known him.
Hear about this
He's
too.
done no wrong.
And
Other
if
than
I was
burn down an
turning out-
orphanage.
if I was
By
trying
accident.
And kill somebody.
That was an accident.
Oh, that makes it right then.
Yes.
So to kill somebody by accident and you get sent to jail, it's okay. Like,
You're about to have an
it's not okay.
Oh my goodness, death
Whoa.
threats.
Enough, people.
I mean, I'm not one for the laws and rules, but clearly this is
Dermot's speaking. Be quiet.
uncommon.
I don't particularly care what you plan on doing after this, but I do know that I have to go rescue people in the staff before it gets sold off because you two are too busy bickering. And we also have to figure out what's happening with these poor kidnapped children. Now, Vox and Ardo, we're going through the portal. You two can come with us if you like, and if you don't, I really don't care.
Ooh.
It's fine. I'd rather see
That's
this.
some attitude on a dwarf.
He said that?
Dwarfs aren't allowed to have attitude.
Well, I don't understand why you have any attitude.
That's because he thinks dwarves can't afford an attitude.
Apparently.
He always has attitude.
When has he never had attitude?
I'm sorry, what was your question?
I don't have any questions. I don't understand
Okay.
why you're giving me that kind of ultimatum like that, as if I'm the problem, when that thing over there, and I point at the dragon, burned down a house. That one there, and I point at Ardo, is covering for him, and who knows why he was lurking about. He said he
Well-
was looking for a kid.
I seem to have gotten over it, and you have two choices. You can get over it, or you cannot.
That's
Either
a
way,
dwarf.
we'll be in water deep. And until he's done something to actually put my life at risk, I'm okay with him for now. And if you're
just-
not okay with him, then I suggest you deal with it by killing him right now.
Talk about up on the stakes.
Right.
and
Guys!
just-
Oh man.
You just stand up in the tavern and yell guards.
In the tavern. I don't think they can hear you, Master Cal.
Lars just snaps, and one of the iron golems comes from the back.
Or maybe they can. I take a step back.
He says, "But you're going to have to do it. I'm not going to have this on my hands."
If he's as big a threat as you seem to think he is, kill him now, or maybe we go do this and you can see if he's trustworthy.
Dermot, he burned down my home.
Your home?
Shut up,
This
Ardo.
is my home.
He burnt down a house and he says it was an accident.
So if someone comes to your place, burns down one of your houses in your town, you're okay with it?
If they say it was an accident, yeah.
They say, oops, all right, well, noted. If this
If
is an
it-
accident,
Cost was covered.
You know,
If anything, it's better that it got burned down.
shut up,
I
Ardo.
re-
Shut up, Ardo. You're not helping. If he was walking around burning down every other building saying, oops, I might have a problem with it. But since we've known him for 2 days, he's done it once. I haven't heard any stories about him doing it any other times.
he's going to get us all killed.
You got us all arrested.
I didn't do anything. Are you arrested now?
We're not out here illegally now.
Pretty
No
sure
one's
we could be
coming for
arrested.
you, otherwise they would have came for you.
We could be arrested at any moment for any God knows reason. Who knows what reason?
Has anyone done so yet?
Oh, it's not
You've
yet.
been
But
tramping
the
about town all night. No one's arrested you yet, have they?
week is still young.
You're not answering the question. You're just avoiding it.
Nobody's arrested me yet.
No shit. Why do you think that's happening?
Enlighten me.
Maybe they don't care about you right now.
What do they care about?
Dragons burning down villages.
So why aren't they arresting him right now?
It's a very good question.
Because maybe they don't care about that either.
Hmm.
Well,
And Dara's been quiet.
He
For
goes
a
back
while.
to her room again.
Andara leaves and goes back to the room.
Let's go, Ardo and Vox.
I'm with you.
Get your stuff. We're going to Waterdeep.
I go up to my room and start packing my stuff.
I'm just going to the cart, hitching back up the golem.
All right, so Vox walks out. Ardo walks upstairs. That just leaves Dermot and Kel in the main room right now. Lars pours himself another one. Just looks at the two of you. Wow, that was interesting.
Oh, shut up, Lars.
Shut up, Lars.
Considering the trouble you put me through today, you owed me that one. I guess that means you'll be checking out.
Yep.
He's asking you, yeah. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, here's your tokens. He hands you one. Would you mind seeing that this gets to your lizard friend?
Will do. Although I don't think you'll ever be back.
It's probably for the best. All right. So Vox went out back. You've hitched up your golem to the cart. Are you going to bring the cart? You're bringing the cart around front?
Yeah.
Okay. So you coming back in? Or wait there?
I'm going to wait there.
All right. Ardo, you get all of your stuff packed up top.
All right. I come down and take it to the cart, I guess.
All right. You go out, you see that he has a pretty nice cart with that horse you saw earlier that pulls it.
Can't believe it's made of wood.
Well, hopefully you'll get one of these days.
You
Maybe
actually
I'll
get to
tell you how
see
it works.
this through the front window, Kel. The wooden horse pulling a cart comes around the front.
Okay.
It's definitely an oddity. Just putting it out there.
Okay.
Dermot, your stuff's still up in your room.
I go up and grab it.
Okay.
I'm going to, since Ardo's on the cart a second, I'm going to step off the cart and walk in real quick.
Actually, I had all my stuff with me.
Did you?
Yeah. When I came out to go to the Thieves Guild, I was like full-on adventure mode.
You guys
Okay.
got to put some smiles on your faces.
Okay. Well, then you're good to go.
Yep.
Ardo, when you're coming down, he hands you a token to come back to the tavern.
Thank you. This came in very useful earlier. You have no idea.
Oh, I'm glad to hear. I'm not the first time I've heard that. And when Vox, you come back in, he hands you a token.
What's this?
Oh, since it's your first time staying here, anytime that you break that tile, you will be immediately transported back to my inn.
Very nifty. Thank you, sir. I just looked towards Kel and said, you know, I don't make plans of coming into towns and burning down houses. You know, at one point, I also did have to rebuild my house from being burnt down and everything else. So I understand the pain and loss that puts on people. And I don't make it out to make it seem like I try to destroy someone else's lifestyle. The only thing I can say is I was trying to defend your friend. Be as it will on it. Thank you for your assistance that you gave me. Good day to you. And I turn back around and leave.
All right. So Ardo's in the cart. Vox left. Dermot, you leave?
Yep.
All right. Lars is just kind of watching everything.
Snacking on his popcorn.
Yeah. This is my favorite show.
Okay, we're going to go to a break. We'll be back in a few minutes on Twitch. Thanks for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, tune in tomorrow for the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and we'll see you in a bit.